Do you ever feel like your custom sneakers are just missing that extra something but can't quite put your finger on it? What if I told you that there's a simple trick, one that takes just a few seconds, that I truly believe helped take my work to the next level? Well, today I'm sharing that airbrush vignette technique with you that will instantly add depth and truly make your designs pop. Hey, what's going on guys? Dillon DeJesus here. Thank you so much for joining us for another 2-Minute Tuesday. I am so excited to share this technique with you guys today. But first, I have to give a huge shout out to my buddy WallyChamp15, who I think really helped open up my eyes to discovering this technique and style, which is something that he incorporates into a lot of his work. And anytime I would see his work pop up, I would always ask myself, what is he doing that's just making everything appear so much more elevated? And it's not just having really cool designs or great photography, but something within the paint application was just giving all of his work that little extra pop. And it's actually a lot easier than you think, and I did it on this pair of NYX Air Max 90s, and it makes the world of a difference fast. So without further ado, let's go ahead, throw 2 minutes on that clock, and dive right in. To kick things off, you can start by painting your design like you normally would, and in this case, I'm working with a pair of Air Max 90s, and I'm giving them a NYX theme, so I'm starting by painting a lot of the upper with this nice orange. And then this next step is totally optional, but I'm gonna apply some of our texture stencils, and this one works really cool anytime you're doing a basketball team theme, because one of the patterns is meant to resemble a net, while the other one is meant to resemble the mesh that you would find either on the shorts or the jersey itself. And here's where the magic really happens. Take some of the base color that you've already laid down and add in just a little bit of a darker color, such as black, or in this case, since I'm working with orange, I'll add a little bit of brown to this mixture and go ahead and use your backflow technique, so now that orange and brown will mix together within your airbrush cup. This very minor bit of shading is instantly gonna add so much more depth to your work. And remember, you can always go back and add more, you can always go back and make the color darker, so just start by applying it as lightly as possible around all of the edges. Make sure that your nozzle tip is clean, you don't have any dry paint on your needle, and go ahead and turn down the PSI on your compressor if you're worried about applying just a little bit too much paint when doing this. Now here's a quick little before and after so that you can see the difference, and there is nothing wrong with going classic, clean, and simple by any means, but this is a really easy and effective way to just make your designs pop a little bit more. While editing, I realized this technique is way harder to see on camera than I thought, so for all the visual folks like me, I wanted to show it another way on this mock-up. Here, all the panels are painted solid orange, and if I just throw a dark brown vignette around them, you can really start to see the effect come to life. Hope this helps. So there you have it guys, we actually did pretty good on time today, I'm impressed. Now, I would love to see what you guys cook up using this technique, so please keep tagging me in your photos over on Instagram. I love seeing all of your work. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching another video. Please go ahead and drop a like on it if you haven't already. Make sure you're subscribed, and now everybody get out there and just create.